On this episode of Michelle's Pop-Up Kitchen, I'll be making one of my new favorite brunch items, maple, bacon, bourbon jam. It's sweet and salty, and it's a jam made out of bacon. Plus, we'll find out how much bacon is produced in the US yearly, and which civilization first produced maple syrup. Alright, let's get started. We're going to need a sweet onion, shallot, garlic, smoked paprika, chili powder, brown sugar, bourbon, balsamic vinegar, and not pictured maple syrup. And of course, bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon.
Yeah!
So first I'm going to take my onion and cut it in half. And I'm going to chop those up into fine pieces. Then I'm going to do the same with my shallot. And the same with the garlic. Now it's time to cut up the bacon. I'm cutting up my bacon in slightly larger pieces because I'm going for more of a rustic jam. And because I really want people to know that they're eating a bacon jam, not just a jam that has bacon flavoring. Now that all the prep work is done, I'm going to head over to the stove and turn it on to medium heat to get my pan nice and hot. If you're not sure if your pan's hot enough, you can go ahead and splash some water on it, and if it sizzles, that means you're good to go.
Okay.
Now it's time to add the bacon to the pan. While we let the bacon do its thing, I'm going to cover the pan with a splatter shield. Super handy when you're cooking, especially because it protects you and your stove from any oil splatter.
Good?
Yeah, check on it. Checking on it.
Okay.
It's going to take a couple of minutes for all of the bacon fat to render out, but what you're basically looking for is when that bacon turns a really bold red color. Another easy indicator of when the bacon is done is you'll sort of see this bacon foam that covers the pan. Now it looks like our bacon is done, so I'm just going to scoop it out and drain any of that excess fat on a couple of paper bags. You want to leave about 1 to 2 tablespoons in the pan for our onions, garlic, and shallots. Okay, so I'm going to return the pan to the stove, and I'm going to add onions and shallot. We want to sweat those down a little bit and really let those caramelize. And now that they've begun to caramelize, I'm going to add a teaspoon of smoked paprika and a teaspoon of chili powder. You can also add a pinch of salt and pepper here as well if you'd like. And here's when you'll want to add in your garlic. The reason why I didn't add in my garlic earlier was because garlic tends to burn very easily. So adding it after you caramelized all of your onions will prevent any of that mess. Plus it'll still have time to cook down and build its flavor. And now for the fun part. Go ahead and grab your bourbon and measure out half a cup. You're going to want to stand back from the stove and pour this in slowly. I'm going to do the same with the maple syrup and then the balsamic vinegar.
Good.
Now I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. You should start to notice the jam thickening up at this point. Once you've stirred in all the sugar, go ahead and grab your bacon and pour that into the pan. And you want to give that a nice little mix. Once everything is evenly mixed in, you're going to want to turn your stove down on low to let that simmer for a few minutes. And then you're done. I like serving this jam out of these cute mini mason jars that I have. Again, going for that rustic feel. You can also package these up and give them out as gifts. I don't know about you, but I'd rather get a jar of bacon around Christmas time than a jar of hot cocoa mix. Now you can serve the jam with any type of bread you'd like. I just sliced up a mini baguette I had and scooped some jam on top. And there you have it. Maple, bacon, bourbon, jam. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more pop-up recipes. Ready?
Yep.
On the next episode of Michelle's Pop-Up Kitchen,